Hi all, I am Roland and I am the extreme digital nomad. I write code, always and everywhere. Welcome to this episode of the Augmented Software Engineering Podcast. Please read the blog post that is in the description to understand what this is all about. In the last episode, we wrapped up the solution for P50 of the 99 Scala problems. We learned a lot. In this episode, we will do a quick retrospective to reflect on the lessons learned. Let's get started. As previously mentioned, context is king. Good results are a direct function of good, big, right contexts and good prompts. The other way around, if you do not like what the AI is doing, don't switch tools or models. Instead, try to improve the context you are giving to the AI and try to give better prompts with clearer instructions. Next, I am starting to feel that it is important to resist the temptation to generate the code for the implementation and the tests, because that way you run a big risk to end up with an implementation that is potentially not 100% correct and tests that will not be able to see the problems. Everything will look good, but it isn't. Means I would suggest that you always own one side of the equation, either the tests or the implementation, and only rely on the AI to generate the other side. I personally feel more in control if I am writing the tests myself. Note, you can still use the AI to help you write the tests, but do not let the AI generate full tests for you that you do not understand. Also note that tests that are good and right are probably the best instructions and the ultimate contract you can articulate to the AI to generate good and rare code. Along the lines of, please implement a function that does this and make this test suite pass. The rhythm I have settled into by now is write tests, generate code, review and polish, rinse and repeat. The last step is the important one. After everything compiles and all tests are passing, the temptation is high to call the job done. Don't do this. It is highly recommended to do a last, final review and polish step of the generated code. I am 90% sure that in 90% of the cases, you will find something in the generated code that can be refactored to make the code more elegant and more idiomatic. Next, I was impressed by the multi-file editing capabilities that go way beyond just generating code and code completion. Suddenly, you can articulate tasks that describe an outcome. You can describe what needs to happen, not how it needs to happen. This is extremely powerful and very useful. Last but not least, in general I use Emacs. Means I realized that I am not as familiar with this code as I should be or need to be. I also lack experience how to shape good contexts and how to ask good questions. Means sometimes my progress was slow or the results lacked quality. I think that this was not a function of the tools or models being bad, but a function of me not being able to use the tools and models right yet. I am working on it. Stay tuned. That's it for today. I think and feel that these lessons learned are valuable and will help me to shape the journey forward. Next, I want to explore even more if and how the AI can take on big tasks. Let's refactor the code base to make it easier to maintain. See you on the next episode, and do not forget to like and subscribe.